this'll work. I think we're doing it now.
Okay.
I think we're live, dude.
All right. Hey, YouTube. What?
There's no words or anything right now. I literally don't even have a word. It just has the Area 91 logo, and this is our two screen.
Okay, we're up and about. Okay,
we're here.
All right, let's talk about something nerdy.
Can we go on the rant again about Polar Express?
It's so weird looking, and it's a bunch of strange kids getting picked up by an absolute stranger.
Jared, it's not.
Okay, it is very much Pleasant Valley effect.
Okay. Let's move on then.
There's no getting around that.
Let's move on then.
Okay, here's the TikTok thing that I've been it's been like tossed around a little bit. People were like, with the release of the Snyder Cut and everything, people are talking about like what would happen if Superman showed up in Christopher Nolan's Batverse, etc. Right?
Oh,
right.
Okay.
So I've seen some good points either way. Like one of my favorite points someone brought up is like, okay, Batman is a character that's been written and rewritten so many times over the years that, he's got basically, like how can he defeat someone like Superman when he's having trouble fighting basically mental patients running around, right?
True.
And so this person talks about, okay, Batman's in all of these stories, and basically, you get ones where like he's fighting the Joker and that's really difficult for him, and he's fighting like Darkseid and that's really difficult for him. And he's like, Christopher Nolan just basically took one of these and ran with it and made a good movie about it. Like that's why it works. Right. And that's why Superman doesn't make sense. So I have a little bit of a rebuttal to that.
Yeah.
So there was this very, very brief, like 2-page comic that I happened to come across a while ago. I can't find the scans for it anywhere. Okay. It's called Lost Pages, Green Lantern at Arkham. I'm going to describe it to you. So it's 2 pages. Basically, Batman beats Joker and Green Lantern's there, and he's like, hey, I'll bring Joker back. And he's like, really? And Batman's like, really? Are you sure? He's like, yeah, it'll be fine. And so Kyle Rayner, Green Lantern, brings back the Joker, and the Joker's interacting with him, and they're walking by the cells of all the Arkham inmates, and the Joker's interacting with them. And, he's trying to get into Kyle Rayner's head, and Kyle's like playing it off, and he puts him in a cell, and Kyle's like, I'm not scared of you. And Joker's like, you should be. And he like lunges at him. And of course, Kyle plays it cool. And he's like, oh, Joker's like, all right, run back to your Justice League tower, and, starts laughing. And Kyle like starts walking away. But then he like turns around and like, as soon as he's out of the Joker's sight, he starts booking it out of Arkham.
Yeah.
So it's like, from there you see, okay, yeah, these people are just the Joker, like just the Penguin and all these people. But like, there's a level of darkness within that Batman universe that even people like the Green Lantern, who deals with space threats, can't deal with. And like, that's what makes it so unique that, Batman can work with this.
The Dark Knight can handle this level of evil.
Yeah, there's like a certain level of evil that even like doesn't compare to these space threats in a certain way. And I thought that was kind of that's one of those like little one-shots comics that like just sticks in my brain for some reason.
It's almost like it's kind of like that conversation we had like last week about when we were talking about the Marvelverse, and where like people it's like how they have these superhuman powers in certain situations, like, falling from a high building and able to land, no injury whatsoever. I feel like, the Dark Knight, if he's struggling with humankind and all of a sudden a group of aliens come in, he's going to be like, oh, shit. Well, I'm screwed.
I kind of have a different take on that. So, like, I'm thinking, like, Batman's Christopher Nolan's Batman, who fights through blood, sweat, and tears, fighting through these like normal people just by the skin of his teeth, and it's like this big challenge for him to beat normal people. And then in comes in Superman, and then Batman's just like, what the fuck,
Yeah,
these people could do this like the same thing effortlessly. That's why he doesn't want to work with them. Like he's like jealous,
right?
Like he has to work extra hard to do this. To put down like the Joker, and Batman could do it in a blink of an eye.
Yeah. So yeah, like people. So that's kind of funny. Like people are like, what you can like Superman would make such short work of those, and then the answer is like, no, they can't. Like there is a certain level of evil and villainy that only like for some reason only Batman can take care of.
Like we saw like in not the Injustice, but the the Injustice. Like Superman interacts with the Joker and kills him. You know, he can't take it. You know, he wouldn't be able to fight the Joker, the Penguin, and the Scarecrow day on and day out.
Right. So and that's kind of my answer to that little debate that's going on.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot of things like, but I feel like, you know, first of all, there's too many damn Batman stories, like too many, and like I mean, like I was watching an interview with what's his name, who played the Dark Knight, God,
Christian Bale.
Yeah, Christian Bale.
Or Ben Affleck.
No, Christian Bale, and he was like saying, some reporter said, "Wait, what do you think of whatever his name is going to be playing the next Bruce Wayne in the new Batman movie?"
Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson. He goes, what would be some advice? He goes, be you, do a new character, do something that you want to create. Because he was mentioning that, you know, when Heath Ledger did his thing, at first people were like, oh, no, they can't do this to the Joker. And then all of a sudden you got the full-on respect that anybody could ever get because he created his own character. He created his own version of the Joker. So I feel like...
But if Jared Leto does that, everyone shits on him.
Oh, I know. That's the thing. You know, I feel like Heath Ledger set such a high, like a high bar on the Joker to the point where it's like, now you have to try to reach that, and everybody who's tried has either failed or they've just gone off a completely different direction that almost doesn't, you know, make it a Joker. Like, you know, there's a lot of people who have like a mixed feeling about the Joker movie. Like the one that came out, because a lot of people feel it's like that doesn't feel like the Joker at all, or this doesn't tie into the DC shit at all, but it's like it actually does. And I thought I did really well. I liked that movie. I think Joaquin Phoenix did a great job.
He did.
I would like to see him do something else like with that character. But
but I would like to see more of the Jared Leto Joker, just because it's so out there. You know, it's very different. It could be an interesting, very different.
I've never been a huge fan of the Joker, so I'm not even going to comment.
Really?
Again,
I thought you were.
Yeah.
What? Wait.
Like I was like a fan for a little bit, and then I just kind of like I got really turned off to the whole thing at some point. I don't know. It just doesn't resonate with me. Like everyone's like, oh yeah, it's such a deep, complex character. It's like, not really. It's really kind of a one-note character, and it's like spiking. It's at a certain point, the whole like idea of this character was just whatever the writers want to spike out on the weirdest, most violent, outrageous thing they can think of, which sometimes fits, but most of the time it's just
they're trying to find a new Heath Ledger is basically what.
They're just trying too hard and trying to find something that isn't there, basically, with the character.
Well, I always thought it was interesting because, you know, the Joker is basically the only reason that he's there and causing this is because of Batman. So that's why he keeps spiking out and doing these outrageous things, and it gets worse and worse because he's just trying to crack Batman. And I think that's kind of the point of it. Like, there's this guy and these villains that are only there because of Batman. Batman's trying to clean up the city, but it's gotten demonstrably worse because of his presence. And that's the point of the Joker.
That does make sense. And, you know, so, you know, the people who've read the comics in the past, you could tell that they have done their research and they know how to build a character. But, you know, I feel like the closest resemblance to that was, I will have to say, Jack Nicholson. I think his role of the Joker was, you know, he was very much himself, but I think his character, it just worked. For some odd reason, it just fucking worked.
It did. He did a really good job. I'll give everybody that's played the Joker has done an awesome job.
Yeah.
Well,
and then
even voice actors. Even the voice actors did a great job.
Especially Mark Hamill, because he's the absolute best. Let's see. There was something else interesting about this. I forget. I don't know. What else do you guys think?
I think The Batman is going to be a really good movie. I think Robert Pattinson is a phenomenal actor. Everyone just goes to Twilight to discredit him.
Like, honestly,
Twilight was trash garbage, but Literally everything else he's done has been A class,
Well, that's
high level, grade
well,
A shit.
Well, that's the curse of being a main character of a big series. Like, like Daniel Radcliffe being Harry Potter. Like, nobody else. Like, I've seen him in so many other different movies, but like, to me, he'll always be Harry Potter, and I can understand where that could be an issue. Because, like, once you grow up from that character, it's like, what more can you do? It's like, okay, I want to go into these like adult kind of things now, and then all of a sudden, it's like, what the hell's Harry Potter doing in Guns Akimbo? Like, it's like, this is really weird. Or when Macaulay Culkin, when go from Home Alone to all these other movies, are like, to me, it just doesn't fucking work. I'm sorry, but like Rob Pattinson, he'll always be
shiny boy.
He'll always be that vampire.
I never actually. I don't think it affects me that much because I didn't really watch any Twilight movies.
Oh, I did.
Our sister made me watch it a lot.
I think I watched. I saw the first one, and it was basically a Hallmark movie. Like that's how fucking bad it was. But like I said, I've seen way more of Robert Pattinson and other stuff than I've seen him in Twilight. So
like people keep saying it's like they like Twilight because it's a dark movie. It's a dark movie because of the color palette that they use, and then that's about it.
It's a dark movie if you've been watching Fraggle Rock for the past 15 years
it's
of your life.
Baby's first dark movie.
Yeah.
If you want to watch a really good dark vampire movie, watch the Dracula with Bela Lugosi. Watch that one and get yourself some class.
Which is it like by today's standards is really tame, but compared to Twilight, it's freaking Silence of the Lambs.
Exactly.
Oh God. But I think we wrapped
there
up
you
pretty
have
well.
it.
This was a test stream to just see how this will work on YouTube. We do normally go live on Twitch, and we just wanted to kind of see how this would go.
This was the Area Nerdy 1 test zone. Test plate.
Yeah, Area 51 is gonna be a little pissed.
I kind of stole some of their shit.
Yeah, you might want to get that back.
Right, so is this gonna be a video that stays up on YouTube, or is this?
I'll have to check. I'm not sure how long live ones stay up. I'll have to look at it. Maybe in my archive. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, this has been Jimmy.
This has been Jarrett.
And this has been Matt.
You're gonna delete